Thank you. Thank you very much. You guys need to do an investigation because there's a lot of people that are on campus that are here. If they don't have something better to do than come and listen to this, waste a lot of time. But thank you for everybody coming. There's a lot of things to go around. The St. Louis community, the university. But I've always said, and really when Rick called me 2 years ago, whenever it was, one of the things that he really emphasized is I think that you're going to really enjoy the people here at St. Louis. And people trump everything. People trump jobs, titles, money, championships. People trump everything. And I can't thank enough because I think all across the campus, the way that people treat people is incredible. And it starts at the top. And Father, I can't thank you enough for the encouragement that you've given me this year. Obviously, it was a very, very unusual year with Coach's situation. And your support, your honesty, your encouragement, and your willingness to make a hard right decision instead of easy decisions, which I always think is a true character trait of a excellent leader. So I can't thank you enough for supporting these guys. You've been incredible, quietly incredible to help these guys do the things that they did this year. There's a lot of things that there's got to be kind of a perfect storm of people to get a team to go in the direction that it needs to go. And sometimes the players are aware of some of those decisions. Most of those decisions, they're not aware of the people that are sitting up here that make those decisions to put you young guys in a position to be successful and everything. And then on a daily basis, Chris May's just been great to work for. His yes means yes, his no means no, so it's very, very easy. That's been awesome. And anytime a guy shows up in your office or around practice and every day and goes, what do you need? How can we help? And that's the first thing he says and the last thing he says. That's pretty encouraging and rewarding. And then Kent has just been outstanding, probably more so on a daily basis than I know, but Kent and I run into each other about every couple of weeks and so forth. But just the leadership here at St. Louis and their value system has been tremendous. And the players, you know, we go about people, just how last year they were so receiving to all the new guys that were on the staff last year. And then obviously this year in an interesting and unique situation. But I've always thought that the best success is shared success. And I'm very, very humbled and honored that these guys were willing to accept and let us share their team, their program, their season with me and the other guys on the staff. Because it is their team and it's their program. And it certainly was their great season. They showed unbelievable resolve. They accepted us in a very non-judgmental way. They knew the system better than us, and they taught us many, many things, which was pretty cool, I thought. But what was the best part of it, which was really an inspiration, in the midst of uncertainty when Coach wasn't going to be back, they did the next right thing. When tragedy hit, they did the next right thing. When we got bad breaks, Quam's injury, Corey was hurt, Granny got hurt, so forth and so on, they just did the next right thing. And when success came, they did the next right thing. And that was just something that I can't thank you guys enough for making us coaches, a part of your team and your program and the success you had. And no one had a better season than you guys did this year. Not one team in the country had a better season. So I like to thank you guys for just having us a part of that. People, I couldn't be blessed more than to have the other guys on the staff. My gratitude and appreciation for all they do, but more so their friendship. They are just incredibly dedicated to these guys, but they're first class in their profession. They want to do things the right way, we have a lot of fun working together. It's a joy to come into the office every single day and be around these guys. We can have some good laughs. We can have disagreements. But, hey, it all comes out that everyone's in there for the right reasons and are working together. And that includes you too, Rachel, wherever Rachel is. But everybody in the office with that. It's just been a real great thing to be able to. And I thank these guys for being who they are. It's very, very special. I think that two people kind of reflect, I don't know if the right word is a symbolism, or I'm not sure. I'm not smart enough to figure out what the right word is. But every game I come in, drive in, just like other people that drive in behind Chavis here, and I come in and there's a nice-looking lady named Maria, and there's a tall gentleman called Henry. And they reflect because their words, their smiles are, they just kind of, those words and smiles just kind of embrace, like their arms are around you. And then it just goes from there. And I think that's pretty darn special. When you got a campus full, but to start with this building, the other coaches, off the charts. I mean, every single one of them, supportive, encouraging, get a good laugh. It's a good place to work, and not just the coaches, but the staff people. Everybody's kind of, as I said, there has to be kind of a perfect storm, and these gentlemen here have collected a number of people to get guys going in the right direction to have an excellent environment. So that's been a special thing. So, I'm very, very honored to be the coach. I'm very, very, as I say, we kind of do things as a team together. Everyone has to have a title these days, so that's my title. But St. Louis and the community, and you go across campus, the professors and people and the community, it's kind of unique. I mean, some know that you're a coach, and a lot of people don't. But just the way they treat people. When you walk down the street, or you're in a restaurant or at a gas station or wherever you are, at the mall, wherever you may be, St. Louis is certainly a special community with just good Midwest people. And I'm sure a lot of them aren't from the Midwest, but just good people with that. That makes it very interesting. A lot of people think it's been and maybe it has been a process to get to this point. I guess I probably put these three gentlemen in maybe a difficult situation in terms of, because I'm slow. Not in terms of slow in terms of, well, I am slow, but I dated my wife for 6 years, so I mean, I'm slow. But discerning. Yeah, that's good. Deliberate. But no, there was no deliberate in terms of a decision to make. I learned a valuable lesson 15 years ago. My mom passed away, and the funeral was at the church that I grew up in. And so we're walking out of the church after the service, and the casket's following us. And we go out. As soon as I step outside, the guy across the street's mowing the grass. And I think, how rude is this guy? I mean, what respect for someone that's passed away. And by the time I got in the car and we got to the cemetery, I had figured out that there might be a funeral at that church every single day, so his grass was either going to be 9 foot long or never cut it. And in other words, as bad as we felt and the tragedy in the Cruz household, the world goes on, and everything needs to be a progress. And we certainly felt when Chris told me, and we discussed early in the fall, that the main objective was these guys. The number one objective, number two, and number three objectives was these guys. I thought that was pretty neat. And he said, we'll talk after the season. And we held to that. And to get there, these guys were good because every single day they tried to get a little bit better. So the season ends in California, and which is only about, how long ago? Gets fast, going fast. I mean, it's not even 3 weeks, is it? 3 weeks tomorrow. So someone's counting. So, okay, so 3 weeks since tomorrow. So we actually made a smart decision, came back that night because I think it snowed 8 inches that night too, or that morning. So that was pretty smart. But we had a recruit in Sunday night. And then Chris and I talked on Monday, and which was absolutely, and I would say the first 4 discussions that we had nothing to do with Jim Crews. It had everything to do with the program in terms of staff, facilities, travel, food, academic support, whatever. It just went throughout the gambit, how to get the program and what do you need, what things to get it better. And so we're just trying to get a little bit better. And so at the same time, my point is the world doesn't stop because Jim Crews is the coach or not the coach or anything else on that. We had a lot. We've been doing a lot of recruiting. We had kids that miss a lot of school that needed to get back in gear academically. We had, I know Quam was going to an all-star game. There's a lot of things that go on in terms of, it just doesn't stop. And we wanted to keep getting a little bit better each particular day. And my situation would work out, whatever it works out, and it was going to work out because I've dealt with people that were very honest, and I knew it was going to work out. Also, another thing is, I don't know if I'm whatever I am, but Chris and I and Kent, we discuss things, and Father, we discuss things. I don't have a third party discussing things. So if you have a third party discussing things, maybe things can get done faster, but we're going to still move the train down the tracks with our basketball program like it needs to be, and we're not going to stop for anything else in that. So we just need to get a little bit better. So I apologize to you guys if people think things were not moving fast. It is Jim Crews that wasn't moving very fast just because there's other responsibilities, and it'd all work out. I knew it'd work out for whatever it may be. So I don't know if that clears up some of the things or not, but that's I'm a slow guy, so that's just how it is.